Wagwan, listeners, viewers, people of the world, you are tuning into Full Cast, the Immigrant Fools podcast. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! Today's episode, we will be speaking on music and how it makes us feel the way we do and the emotional connection that
As
we are.
on a human and conscious level. The first one, we always gotta run back to the, the beginning, the beginning of human not human civilization, but rather the beginning of human consciousness. Right back to evolution, from the evolutionary, god damn it, evolutionary standpoint, and the primitive source. Basically, the article I pulled right up my asshole and digging through Google Scholars is right here from the Frontiers in Neuroscience. You can go look it up on googlescholars.com. Shameless plug. Back in 2014, these motherfuckers posted this, and I quote, word for word. One view of evolution is the hypothesis that language plus speech emerged from 50,000 up to 100,000 years back, and artistic representation can be traced back huh, to 30,000 or 40,000 years ago. And this was my paragraph version of what they said as well. Music, widely classified as an art, captures the sciences and nuances of genius in its g- 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 generative processes and draws on human expectation. Don't laugh at
Stu-
me, fellas. Don't laugh at me. God damn it.
he doesn't have a stutter. Trust.
Fuck
He's
off.
being goofy.
Through a developmental series of important evolutionary steps, which are the cognitive architecture, generative processes, diverse variation, and embodiment of human meaning. These have formed the communicative scaffolding. For, huh? Ah, yes, the communicative scaffolding for social interaction, crucial in many ways to the meaning of Homo sapien ape species. So
Now, Ron, okay,
basically,
now explain that in how you would, okay? I don't want you quoting shit, reading shit to me. Explain
So
that shit.
basically, so basically in so basically in simple terms, yes.
Oh, yes.
All the way
In
back
layman's
to the
terms.
olden times, after humans, started learning to communicate all that type of nonsense, we learned that music can help us, in many ways and forms to show forms of rather uh social social interaction and communication. Did you not get anything from what I just said, bro? I'm not trying to
I
summarize and
did.
you
No,
did.
but then basically what I'm saying is that don't fucking quote shit, bro. This isn't a science channel where we're quoting essays and shit like that.
That's why I've been chuckling this entire time, boys.
Hey man,
This
I
is
took the
not
time
what
out of
we're
my
chuckling
day to do the
for.
research, and this is
Yeah,
the research
it's
I
good.
brought with me. And
But
so I
don't
like
don't but don't like just read shit off,
this
bro.
is not
Like
reading shit off. This is my paraphrase version, dickhead. Fuck off, dude.
I
you're
love
reading
this
off.
pod already.
Basically,
This
I'm
is
saying it
gold.
doesn't sound so fucking proper, like you're our fucking teacher educating us.
Well, we are educating one another, are we not?
Come
Every day is an
on,
You see, but
educational
like
day.
Mr.
in
Mr.
a in
Pipe
a more
Dream.
casual way.
Mr. Pipe Dream. In
Mm.
layman's terms, what do you mean?
Basically, in layman's terms, is how it is that music evolved from us as a species over 100,000 years back, and how we formed it into like a form of social interaction in many ways that made us today as a Homo sapien monkey species. Fuck, bro, I don't
Yeah,
know.
this is fascinating. It's a good
Mm.
topic. I think there's a lot that we can delve into. I don't know, let's begin with just like why does sound like bring people together kind of?
Well,
Like why?
it because I think a huge part of it is that it connects people, right? Because it's like I mean like that's the obvious thing, but it's like if you
How
think
though?
about what?
How does it connect? Like
Well, it's
people can
like
relate. It's just relatable.
yeah, it's like one thing that's relatable because I took a I took a world drumming class, right? And then the big
Yeah.
thing about that class was that how just like you can be of any race, right? And like of any age, and you could come together and you guys are just drumming out together. You guys are just playing together. So it like creates a sense of community.
Bro, it's so fucking facts, bro. I'm vibes, bro. People drop the word
Yeah,
vibes in pop culture these days, but it's actually so true.
that's what it is.
Vibration is actually like connection. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, because it just I don't know. It just it relaxes.
Vibes,
It
bro.
doesn't relax because you think about wars too, bro. Like they have war songs. They have like people playing like war horns and like war instruments and shit too. That's dope as fuck. Cause like they and think about the army too, right? They sing these fucking what are they called? Like these
War, war,
Chant,
war
yeah,
war,
they
chants.
chant shit like when they march and
anthem,
stuff.
war chanting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it like well for them I think it's more of it helps build a sense of community too, but it's also for like
It
being
hypes them up for the upcoming battle, basically.
yeah. Well I think
gets the
it,
adrenaline going.
it's mainly for I guess to organize them
Camaraderie,
to
camaraderie.
organize their marching.
Oh yeah, that's why they have a beat.
Yeah,
Like they
because the
have a
beat helps with that. But the
The
beat also,
rhythm. You're right. The
yeah,
rhythm.
yeah, rhythm, bro, rhythm. Rhythm is like almost fucking
rhythm
everything.
is exactly why music makes us feel the way we are when we listen.
When you
And
listen and pay attention to the rhythm, you march to the rhythm. You listen and pay
yeah,
attention to the rhythm, you align yourself in line, marching and
to
shit
the
to the rhythm.
beat of the music. And also storytelling. Think about it.
Yes.
Like most songs they tell something, I mean, unless you're 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine still tells stories, bro. Like
Well,
like
well,
he's a storyteller, let's be real. But
he
like
every song, right, is a capsule of how someone feels over
yeah,
some type of feeling. And then every time you're listening to a song, you're just swallowing that capsule, my guy. It's literally no, because it's literally like you're encasing emotions or feelings into a song.
yeah,
Even that's with like love songs, sad songs, fucking like even with 6ix9ine fucking getting hyped, right?
yeah.
Because that's just that's I think that's
Bitches think I'm stupid. I stupid.
no, because I think that's why it's so fucking amazing. Because it's literally it's for some reason, even if you're empathetic, you're not empathetic. Somehow it just makes you. It just makes you feel a certain way,
Yeah.
and that's why it's so important. Because it's, I mean, in another sense, it's literally, I mean, I guess it's another language. Even
So
though
would
yes,
you
you're using
say
your own language, but it's like another, I guess, it's in English or in whatever language you speak. Songs and music are, but then the thing is that it's I don't know. I kind of view it as its own separate language, just because you can do so
Yeah.
much with music.
so would
For
you
real,
say
music
that
is
music and song is the only real capsule of capturing our honest emotions? Like it is only music and song, nothing else can
no.
like
No,
There's
no,
that's why
I
there's
don't think so.
poems.
But I think
That's
it's
why
one
there's
of the
poets.
easiest things to show,
mm,
to share with other
mm,
people, to
mm.
share your emotions. It's like how we were talking about earlier. It's storytelling, It's for some reason just through sad tones and shit, Like we can tell, we associate it with like, oh, this is like some real shit.
It doesn't even need to be lyrically like relatable. You don't even need to like know. People listen to songs literally just because like the beat's solid, just
Yeah,
because the rhythm's good, just because the drums and the hi-hats and the bass all sound like on par. Like you don't even need to relate to the lyrics. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. You just need to feel it.
You just need to feel it. Yeah, it really just comes down to vibration. It's the vibe, man.
That's amazing though, vibration. And we like literally people have created careers and affected so many people just off of vibrations. It's amazing.
Yes, big man. Sound waves.
But sometimes, won't you say that capturing emotion just from a song
Hey,
could hinder you? Could hinder you. Sometimes it's offensive because maybe somebody might hear a tune and think, "Yo, that song really is sad and shit," and then you find out and figure out it's a rain dance. It's something else differently entirely. It holds a different emotion. So would you say like emotion carried from songs? Yeah.
But but the thing is that I think no, I think it does. But the thing is, people's interpretation too, though, because it can mean different things just because I'm like there's like the general consensus of what it means and you understand it, you know. But if you don't understand the language itself, then it's harder to understand because think about I don't know the name of the song, but there's like this um famous ass fucking Japanese song, right? And then literally they're singing about like people like vibe to it and like the beat is pretty good, but it's I believe it's literally talking about like suicide and killing yourself and shit. But it sounds like any fucking like anime song out there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's
Bro.
just that's why I was like it's just I think there's a part to it too where it's like where it's if it's a completely different culture that's taking it out of context, it might mean something different to them. But if to the people who, I guess, understand, I mean, obviously to the people who understand, but to the people like I guess regional, you know, it's like
Use rap music as a reference. Use rap music just like a reference. Yeah.
if you
Or gangster music, gangster shit. You know.
if you just take it from like America, right? America's gonna understand that. They're gonna understand that it's like it's sad shit, you know. Or maybe, and even within America, if you look like some white ass people who are rich as fuck might not even understand what the fuck these people are saying because they're using slang that these people don't even understand.
Hmm.
So it's like it's just different interpretations, you know. But then to the
Mm-hmm.
general, there's still like a general consensus that it's like it means something. It's like very there's definitely there's something behind it.
So on about interpretation, is there more important nowadays as this as the cancel culture society that we live in? Interpretation matters more when it comes to music, or nah? Just leave it up to you. Just leave it up to the audience, and not
But
give a
it's
damn.
I think that's part of being an artist, though, right? It's harder with cancel culture, you know. But it's
Well, yeah,
like,
because cancel culture's some fuck shit, bro.
yeah, it really
Not,
is. It's
it's not
stupid.
that. It's not that healthy. It's not that
It's
healthy.
stupid up to an extent, you know. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
healthy
good. It's
level
good
of
to
cancel.
have.
Yeah,
You need to keep people in check with what they say.
yeah,
They do, but there's some things that the society is just getting too sensitive about.
yeah. But the thing with and that really affects like even like comedy, right? But for music,
Yes.
yeah, but
Yo,
for
and
music
I love it.
specific,
Some comedians now these days they brand themselves as like they do things like against cancel culture. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
yeah,
They're
that's their
having
brand.
I think Dave Chappelle had it too. I think what's his name? Pete
Have you heard
Davidson.
Andrew
They had
Schultz?
what? They,
Have you heard Andrew Schultz?
yeah, I think I have.
Dude from New York.
Yeah. No, but then they're having a lot of stand up. I think they had a couple, not a lot, but a couple of stand up
Yeah.
where they're taking people's phones just so they
That's
can't
awesome.
record it.
That's
Huh?
that's
You don't hear
that's a
about that?
lit that's a
People are just
lit
taking like
premise.
if you go into their stand up live, they take away your phone just so like they can say whatever they want and it's not recorded. Because I think that was like a huge appeal to comedy back then, you know, because it's like you can like joke around with what you want and like you don't get no backlash
You
with
don't
it.
worry about getting backlash.
Yeah, but now like that's not possible. But going back, circling back to music, I think that's
Interpretation.
yeah, it's hard for I guess creators in general, right?
Mm.
Any if you are any type of creator, because as an artist, specifically for an artist, it's like you're supposed to yours you're supposed to put something out there that people I guess that you're imbuing things with your emotions, you know? So it's hard to do that sometimes when it's like people are can interpret it differently and they get offended and then it's not them just getting offended, it's them acting out and getting all these other people against you, so there's definitely like clashing there, but it's like so they don't sometimes they just don't have freedom to do that.
How did music like evolve though, like over time? Like not how, but like how did the sound change? Kind of. I don't know how. Like how has music evolved over the history?
Over history it's
Yeah.
Mm. Like I said, from the beginning,
Does it just
it
play on
started
the
off.
culture?
It started off as just drums, right? Rhythm, basically. And then as humans started to scatter around, develop their own languages, their own like cultures, the way their environment shapes how they live, their lifestyles, they started making their own type of, music and lyrics based on their lifestyles and their cultures. And so they developed their own instruments. And so I'd say that's how music evolved,
Oh,
basically.
okay. So I
Does
I
it like follow the time though? Like how does it like represent the time?
I think, right. How does it represent the time? Well, I think it just varies, right? What's popular?
Generation and time like frames.
Yeah, well, yeah, it depends on what's popular right now, you know? It's like who is the most influential, what are they doing? And yeah, I mean, and
Do you
then
think
that's where you
do you think
see
do you think
what.
music follows the culture, or does the
Yeah.
culture follow the music?
Well, it's whatever is dominant though. Whatever is popular. It's like
Well, yeah. Does music follow the like that dominating culture, or does like which one sets the precedent? Is music first, and then the culture listens, or
well, I
does
think there's
the
some
music
influence from the culture. There's
does
influence.
music shape culture? Is what I'm saying, or does the culture start and the music comes out of that? Like which
I
one?
think
It's like the chicken or the egg.
I don't know. I think music probably comes from parts of the culture. So
Yep.
it comes from parts of the culture, and then once that gets popular, it kind of
And
I
then
guess
there's a million different
yeah
genres, but
yeah. So
what
it
becomes
expands from
mainstream?
there. Yeah.
Do you think the mainstream music is basically just like the reason it's mainstream is because it just resonates with the most amount of people, or
Yeah.
just the vibe, like just because the
Oh,
vibe?
well, like we said, we kind of established we established earlier that that's kind of like that's what it is. You know, it's like it just you can vibe out with it. You know, either if you can vibe out with it because you understand it's sad as fuck, or you're just trying to party. You know, and that's what I was. Okay, so I just thought about it right now too. Music is literally somewhat of a universal language.
It really is.
That's what it is. It's like you don't completely, even if you don't completely understand it.
You don't need to understand the
Yeah,
language they're speaking either,
yeah. That's the thing.
bro. You can just vibe.
Yeah, and even if you like interpret it wrong, like we said earlier, but you can still like it's still you feel a certain way about it, you know. So it really is just,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I think that's why when we were talking about how it brings so much people together, it's because you don't need to you don't need to understand it sometimes to really just vibe out with it.
Yup. Yup.
When you sad as fuck, right?
Okay, I can
Don't
relate to
you
this,
put
maybe.
on some sad ass music?
Basically,
Sometimes.
huh?
Sometimes. I don't know. I answer that myself, but sometimes I do.
Why
Not
is
all the
this
time
man
though.
talking for me? Shut your mouth.
What
Let me
about you,
speak my
Pepe?
shit. Hey, let's see. Sad moments. Back in my emo phase, right? All I bumped to was, let's say, Young Thug, because I wanted to bump away. I just wanted to listen to ignorant shit so I can take away all the sadness. I just wanted the ignorant levels of trap music to just
So yeah,
clog my
you just
mind.
and that's like literally that's
That's
how
escapism, bro. That's how
yeah.
people deal with their problems. They listen to music, or they like eat a lot, or they like do drugs and like
Well,
all
I'm
that
not
shit.
done yet. Yeah, that's the one of the phases, bro. That's the phases of depression. You want to escape from reality and shit. Secondly, I listened to XXXTentacion and 20. You remember in 2017 when Uzi was all about that sad shit? His whole vibe was just sad, satanic, sad ass vibes. Yeah,
I did
exactly,
not.
bro.
I'm gonna be
EXO
honest.
Tour
I did
Live
not
type
listen
shit,
to.
bro. I was just listening to that so I can feed my sadness, so I can elevate it and be more just be more deep into my levels of depression. And then I just raged out to XXX Tentacion, punk rock or heavy metal, so I can like take
No,
out all the anger and rage because I did not
bro.
want to
Okay,
be
yeah,
happy at the
but
time. I just wanted to stay enraged the whole entire time.
look at that though. Really dissect that though. the reason why you wanted to do that was because you resonated with that. You were listening
Exactly.
to all that because you resonated with that.
Exactly.
But
And
why
now
did
I'm
So
he
trying.
resonate
it's
with
not
it?
like you don't have any connection to music.
Yeah,
You
why
really
did he
do.
resonate with it though?
Yeah. What?
Why did he resonate with it?
Because here's the thing, right? Because I think once when you're depressed, right? And I think that's why so many people listen to music when they're depressed too. Is you don't
And it
you
doesn't even need to be sad. Music, it just helps you forget shit.
yeah, but here's the thing, right? But well, specifically when you listen to sad music, right? Because when you listen to sad music, a lot of the times you are sad. And
Yeah.
I think that's because you are because you don't want to talk to people, right? If you're sad and depressed, you don't already want to talk to people. So it's a if you listen to music, it's a way of I guess self coping because you are it's like reverse venting. Does that make sense? It's like reverse venting
Basically.
because it's like somebody is telling you all the shit that they went through, but then it's but you are feeling relief because it's like someone who I guess idolize, who you might idolize, like is going through the same shit I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it
Yep.
shows that
And they're
it's
expressing
like
it.
I can get through this too, you know, or like it's
Yep.
okay to be like this.
Yep.
That last one, exactly. It made me feel like it's okay to feel like this because if somebody that I idolize can correlate to my feeling right now, then it's okay for me to feel like shit and for me to hate everybody in the fucking world. Because my favorite person hates everybody in the world just like me. Yippee.
Yeah, I mean there
Because fuck society.
there's a like get off your fucking phone, ho.
I'm trying to pull up something, bro. I'm trying to pull up something.
No, because the thing is that it's really there's a give and take to it, you know, because you can't be like too much, you know, always a balance. You always have to have a balance. You can't have too much into it because if you do that too much, then you kind of you it's not good for you, you know.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
go down a dark road.
you delve too deep into
Yeah,
the lyrics. You take everything literal, and you want to do self harm, like
yeah,
the
yeah.
artist said
But
he was doing to
that's
himself.
not saying that you know never do it, you know, because it's really
Yeah.
good coping. You know,
Music
it's
is supposed to
really
be therapeutic.
yeah, because it's self therapy. It's self therapy. You are literally just listening to music to like shit that just makes you feel your emotion. It taps into your own emotions even more. You know.
Damn, this is your type of shit to talk about, Dow, bro. This is your shit, bro.
Yes, bro. That's what I'm telling you. We should talk about this
It's
shit.
not too it's not too overly difficult, bro. I think you just
It's not.
gotta,
It's really not. You just really gotta think about it. To be
bro,
honest.
Well, damn, it was hard for me to think about it though. You see the level of questions and explanations I brought in? They were jack shit, bro. But y'all helped me think deeper now. Thank you. Whatever.
it's been good, bro. It's been good. Like, why is music the best? Not the best, but like, why is it such a good coping mechanism? Why is it so therapeutic? Just
We
because
already
it's
went over
easy?
that.
Just because it's easy
No,
to
it's
listen
self
to?
therapy.
No, but why is it self therapy though?
It's so well. I explained it because it's self therapy because you feel like someone else is going through the same shit you are, or it's kind of like you know, it's kind of validation for how you feel.
It taps in.
Yeah, yeah.
It taps into the emotion you're feeling at the present time, but in a deeper
Oh,
connection.
okay, yeah. Because here's the thing too, right? So going back to I guess the sense of community with music. That why do you think, bro? Like fucking religion uses music so fucking much.
Yeah.
They use music so much. Think about fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You feel some type of way. You
Yeah.
feel
Hmm.
some type of way when you're fucking at church and shit, and you're
Have you
singing
seen
people.
Christian rock, bro?
Yeah,
Like that shit, yeah.
I don't know
no,
They're
about
it's not.
Christian
into it.
rock, but yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
it's not even just like take away the religion part. It's just the fact that you are singing with a whole bunch of fucking other individuals, and you're just coming together.
Hymns. You're singing the hymnals from the pamphlets.
Yeah, well, it's just. I think what it is that you just feel like this very powerful thing, where it's like you some.
Yeah, bro. It makes you feel something bigger than yourself. At least for me, I'm gonna talk personally. Music has always made me feel more than myself. You know,
Yeah,
because when you're by yourself in your own mental state, it's like it's not dull. You can have a great like mind and you can talk to yourself, but like there's something different about when you listen to a good vibration with good like for me lyrics. I just really like lyrics. So like words, good beat, good vibe. It just like makes you feel greater than yourself. Like you're part
Shout
of
out
something
Playboy
bigger.
Cardi.
You feel like yeah, you feel like you're part of something larger than life for real. And I don't understand when people are like, nah, I don't really listen to music. I'm like, no cap. Like what? I remember, bruh, when I asked Jameson, like, I don't know how long it was like 2 years ago that I was in high school, 2.5. And he was like, I don't really listen to music. I'm like, you don't listen to music? Like, what the fuck? You don't listen to music? He's like, yeah, I just don't listen that much. Like, don't
But he
listen to
turned
music. I'm
around
like,
though. He turned
how do
around.
you how do you survive? I'm like, I literally said, how do you survive? And dude's like, it's like, bro, I never have gotten into it. So what do you mean now? He's turned around?
He
He's
turned around.
totally
Yeah, he
like,
does listen to a good amount of
he's
music.
into
But
music.
yeah, here's the thing though. I think music is an outlet you find once you are going through shit, you know? Because I wouldn't
Oh,
know if he was going through
100%,
shit
bro.
at
It
the
is
time.
such an outlet, bro, for
Yes,
anything in life.
because here's the thing, right? Because for me personally, music, I didn't really listen to rap, and I listened more to pop. I did listen to a lot of 90s rap because of my brothers in them, right? So I was just around that.
Yeah.
But I would never really like consistently listen to music until probably high school. And high school was when I moved and I was lonely as fuck because I didn't know anyone. So
Yo,
that's when
I
I was
remember
like,
those days.
yeah, so that was when like constantly high school in general, constantly just had my headphones in. I
Yeah,
just
you had
had to have
headphones
my
in.
headphones in. I'm like, I'm trying to fucking put up walls in a bubble, and I'm just trying to vibe out to myself. That's
And the
all what it
teachers
is. That's
and
why
the
I'm like, I
teachers
think what?
the teachers know and they see that shit.
Yeah, for
Like they're
sure.
not stupid. They see you as a student with your headphones on and they know you're one of them people that are like, don't fuck with me. I'm listening to my music and I'm in my emotional state. And everybody's like, they got their bubble. That's why AirPods are nice and everybody has their fucking
Yes.
earbud in.
Because our headphones are so fucking nice. It creates a fucking bubble where it's
Cause you're
like,
like, bitch, don't talk to me. I'm in my
yes,
vibe state.
yes. I don't know. It's just it's so fucking dope. I don't know. It's
I
like
remember, yo, those days when you listen to, you're like, I'm like, yo, Dad, what do you listen to? You're like, I listen to everything. Like, you listen to country? He's like, yeah, I listen to country. I'm like, no cap, you listen to country?
That's how you and
He
Eli met?
listen, yeah. When
Yeesh.
he was like, yo, I listen to all the music. I'm like, all the music? Okay, bet. That's how you branded yourself. You're like, yo, I listen to all genres. You're like,
bro,
that's me,
music is
bro.
just dope in general. Music
He's
is
like,
just dope.
I fuck with all the genres. I'm like, okay,
Bro,
bet, man.
legit, because it's like country, right? Country for some fucking reason can make you sad as fuck, right? A lot of country
Yo,
is like
so sad, bro.
it's
Oh
so
my
sad,
god.
bro. Whiskey Lullaby is so sad. It's so like fuck, bro. Like it's
A lot of them are just relatable ass breakup tunes.
yes, yes.
It's just
But then there's
breakups.
also the songs where it's like, bro, like I'm just trying to chill. I'm trying to fucking get a beer and chill. Like that's all it like
I'm
it's
trying to
like it
kick
just it
back a
sets
beer
the
with
mood.
the
It sets the
homeboys.
mood, right? Because I mean like that's why we listen to music to hype ourselves up. Because it
Yeah,
sets the
for real,
mood
for
like
real.
we're getting fucking ready. Like it primes us, you know?
That's why athletes listen to music before their games. Gets you into mind state of just like it's go time, bro. Oh man, I won't forget, bro. As a tennis player, I would just be like in my own zone, bro. Oh my god, I would listen to music on a bus, my headphones on. I'm just be like just looking out the window, and you're just like, and sometimes I bring a speaker, bro. That's the best when you can share your music too, just with a community. You bring your speaker and bust some like loud ass tunes on the
Yeah.
bus.
I mean, that's
God,
why people go to clubs too.
of course,
Clubs and
of course,
party.
man.
I mean,
That's why
obviously for
that's why
like sex and
Tato that's
drugs,
that's
but
why
like
Tato loves it. He loves the sex, the
yeah.
drugs, and the party. I'd say it was a 10 out of 10. No, it was a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it was
It's
done.
a 9
It
out of
wasn't
10.
all that good, but it wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad.
Damn. Well, if y'all are listening, we appreciate you. We're gonna keep pumping out the music content, y'all. We're gonna keep good content coming your way. Trust. We're gonna focus more on each episode and think about what we're gonna be saying. Anyways, Pepe, you want to get an outro going?
To the YouTube algorithm, To the YouTube audience, if somehow we did get a Spotify listener, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for taking 20 minutes out of your lifetime to listening to our bullcrap about music, about emotional ties, about the evolution of rhythm and all of that shit, and my depression phase from high school. Either way, have a wonderful day, and we really do appreciate you. Bye bye, toodaloo,
Catch you in the
and
next one.
yes, sir.
You see.